question about your speaking capability. Did that develop early on? Did you find early on that you were particularly articulate, compelling, you won all the arguments, you're on the debate teams, you always won the debates, anything like that?
No, I never had given a professional speech before the World Championship of Public Speaking. I was just laying in bed one day and I saw this person going for the World Championship. And I go, I can do that. And I ran outside because I was in my bedroom and Chelsea was sitting on our couch. I said, babe, I'm going to be the world champion of public speaking this year.
Wow.
And she goes, that's a real thing? And I go, yeah, it is. I just learned all about it. And I go, will you help me compete? And she goes, sure, yeah, I'll help you compete. And we started to develop our message.
I often wonder how much positive reinforcement we need to gain the confidence to move forward. And obviously, that's one of the things about Toastmasters, is people are generally pretty nice to you. Even when you've messed up in a big way and you've forgotten the words to your speech or you've lost the thread of thought, they're still quite kind and positive and generous. I've realized that that's all confidence must stem from some positive feedback that you've received at some point. You're not born confident.
I would totally agree with you on that. Right after I won my district contest, I had a room full of people come and listen to my speech that I was delivering, and I pause in between it because I forget my lines, and I pause for 28 seconds. It's very awkward. I'm like sweating and people are starting to look around and they're like, he's gonna represent us for the World Championship of Public Speaking. But even afterwards they were saying, you know, next time just get up there. I'm glad you did it here and not on the big stage. And they were still so encouraging, and it's a really good moment for me to be surrounded by those people.
That's one of the very interesting things about Toastmastering. If you were going to give somebody, particularly a younger person, advice who might be thinking about, I'd like to improve my presentation skills, I'd like to be better at public speaking, what would you tell them about Toastmasters? Because I have a feeling particularly young people aren't really aware of what Toastmasters is all about.
Truthfully, what I used Toastmasters for at the beginning was to put together my presentations for work. I went and 95% of my speeches were work-based. So I would give my speech or my presentation, and then I would get feedback. You go to a club, you get feedback from 10 or 15 people of how to improve it. I would get my feedback, which was invaluable. I would change it up. I would go back to work, give my presentation, or do the pitch for Special Olympics, and I would land these sponsorships. So for me, Toastmasters helped me be more successful at work, which then in turn helped me be more successful at home. I mean, I would tell people my age, if you're ready to be more successful at work, join Toastmasters. If you're ready to advance in your career, join Toastmasters.
I think that's a really good point. Thank you.